Now,
Welcome to Jack and Geek.
I'm Crip.
And I'm the Crypt Keeper. And we're back for part 2
Of part 1 of Percy Jackson.
Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief. Last time we left off with them starting their journey.
Yes.
And this podcast will be, I guess, the rest of the journey?
The rest of the fucking book, which is a lot.
It is a lot of
It is
stuff.
a lot.
I was surprised we made this into 2 podcasts because it's such a short book.
It's a short book condensed into a lot of information.
Yeah.
The problem with a first book in a series is that it's going to be catching you up with the universe. Short book, a lot of info.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure later in the series they're like, you know what the fuck's going on.
That still throws a lot of stuff at you.
It throws
a
new
lot
shit
at
in,
you.
but like, there are certain times it's like, you know what the hell this is. Let's get through this.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Like, there's going to be beasts, and it's not going to have to go into like a crazy diving of shit. And it's just going to be like, alright, we need to handle this.
Labyrinth is kind of.
There's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, when it's something important, but I'm like, if a Fury shows up again, we're not going to have to fucking delve into that.
Yeah.
If a Minotaur shows up again, we're not going to have to delve into that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But...
And plus, it's not going to be Percy questioning whether or not everything is real.
That is true.
Eventually, he's just going to be like, fuck it, it's real, okay.
No, it's going. There's still going to be stuff like that. I've already read the first chapter of the second book.
Oh,
and his first thing was, did this really happen?
Okay, but that's the second book. There's like 5 or something, right?
For the first series.
Yeah, and by the 5th book, I would assume the dude's accepted.
He does not.
Shit's real.
Bubby, Percy's kind of stupid.
He is kind of
So
stupid.
is every white man main character in a book.
But so was Harry. Harry was
so
the same
Harry's
way.
very fucking
So is
Even-
every
even-
white man main character in a book.
When you get to the end of the Harry Potter series, Harry still doesn't understand most of what's going on.
Harry's still a dumbass.
Yeah.
Somehow Harry didn't live in any of it. And doesn't know anything. Ron lived in it forever, doesn't know anything. Hermione just showed up and knew everything.
Why did she know? Nope. See, you started things.
Anyway, we're in the city. We're in New York. Let's take a shot. Jesus.
It's not first anymore. It's just
It's
whatever
so far
he can put
down
it
the
in.
road.
It's before we get started.
Anyway, we're in the city. We're in New York, and Percy is thinking about his mom. He misses his mom, and he's thinking about Smelly Gabe. And Grover's like, "Yeah, your mom needed to be with someone like that. He was really good at keeping other creatures at bay, away from picking up her scent, picking up your scent.
Yeah.
And basically,
Sally-
Smelly Gabe is the biggest shield they needed."
Sally is so selfless, and it's just the wonders what a mom would do for her son.
For real. It's pretty much like, I will do anything.
And
for
she
my
did.
kid.
And
Yeah.
she did.
And she put up with literally the biggest douche
Yeah.
on the planet. I thought the Dursleys were bad. This motherfucker.
No, the Dursleys were worse.
This motherfucker.
No.
This
no.
motherfucker, if he needed an organ, would sell Percy on the black market.
Honestly,
But he did. But Percy at least had his own room. The Dursleys put Harry under the stairs.
until the
There
second
was a
book.
room available. There was a room available, so they're like, we'll stick him in there. It was probably a shitty room anyway.
Probably.
But they're on their way to try to figure out how to get to the entrance to the underworld.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they're on the bus, and there's an old woman.
Oh, shit.
That looks a whole lot like Mrs. Dodds.
Yep.
Jordy throws Percy off because he does not have a good rep with old women.
He don't. He don't.
He do not have a good rep with
And
old
of
women.
course, because I guess Rick Riordan hates old ladies, they're the Furies. Of course. And so that whole shit starts. Everybody on the bus is flipping
And
the fuck
there's 3
out.
of them.
Yeah, there's 3 of them flying, trying to get
But
them.
they're not
They all
trying
don't
to
look like...
kill.
They're talking shit. at
They're
this point.
asking, where is it?
They're talking shit.
Yes, they're asking, where is it?
Yes.
Not where is he?
Yeah.
Where is it?
And when everything starts to go down, Percy's like, I'm just gonna slip on this fucking Invisicap real fast. Kind of sneak my way out of here. And
one
Okay,
of them smelled
James.
him. And one of them smelled him.
yeah, he's got that stank. He's got that demi stank.
Demi
Demi
stank.
stank.
Bitches love the demi stank.
Oh my god.
Demi stank, Calvin Klein. But he also notices that the Furies aren't trying to go after Grover at all. They're not
No.
trying to go after anybody. They're specifically going after him.
Yes. But they're trying to find something.
Yes.
They're not trying to kill him.
No, but he's noticing a lot in this situation that he is 100% the target.
Yes, he is.
And it's like, oh shit, here we go. This is what this whole trip is going to be.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm going to get Grover and Annabeth into trouble
Yes.
because everybody's going to be coming at me.
Yes.
The Furies finally attack, and Percy's invisible right now, but like you said, he got that demi stank.
Demi stank.
So he grabs the fucking steering wheel and just basically is like, fuck it, Tokyo drift time.
Yeah.
I ain't afraid to die.
Could have
Fucking.
killed everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody. He pulls the emergency brake, throwing the damn bus all over the place. And I guess that let the mortals out, but like, you
Reckless
coulda
endangerment.
Could have killed
all of
everybody.
them.
Could have killed everybody.
That's not safe. He takes off the cap and instigates a fight with the monsters so that he'll leave everybody alone. He pulls out Riptide, and the first two, fucking gone.
Gone.
Fucking OG shit. He takes them out. The Mrs. Dodd lookalike calls for reinforcements, and then the three friends flee into the woods.
Pussies.
And
Pussies.
something happens to the bus. The bus gets struck by lightning.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
They don't say that shit here.
Yeah, it gets struck by lightning and blows up.
Thank God the mortals weren't on the bus, huh?
Thank God.
Well,
Thank
hey,
Zeus.
Thank Zeus.
hey.
Well, don't thank Zeus.
No, because
Fuck
Zeus-
No. Thank
How
the
did-
gods. Thank the gods.
No, fuck the gods.
No, that's what they say in the book.
Yeah,
Thank the
I
gods.
get that, but the gods is the dude that just
Yeah.
nuked the bus.
Zeus is the main reason why this bus got.
He was like, tactical nuke incoming. Fucking blew that shit up. That's not cool, dude.
Gave
That's
no
not cool.
shits.
He's such
That's
a,
not cool.
Zeus is such a bitch. I'm just gonna keep reiterating that.
Yeah.
Has been, always will be.
We're at chapter 11, guys.
Wow.
We're almost halfway now. Okay, so Percy, Annabeth, and Grover emerge from the woods and come up a curio shop that smells like food.
Curio.
Curio?
Curio.
I don't know. As they stop to eat, Grover notices a life-size statue outside that looks strangely like his Uncle Ferdinand.
Yeah. Uncle Ferdinand.
I'm already dipping.
I'm dipping.
I'm already out. A statue that looks like my uncle? That's fucking weird.
But it's a
I'm
bunch
not
of
shorty, and I'm not gonna look at the same fucking statue a couple times.
No.
But it's a bunch of statues.
Yeah, but if bunch of statues, maybe you're just weird. Bunch of statues and one of them looks exactly like my uncle. I'm out, dude.
Yeah.
I'm out. I'm good.
I don't need them burgers.
A woman who calls herself Auntie M feeds them and offers to take their picture.
She ain't trying to hide it
She's
much.
being all nice.
And what she fed them is making Percy sleepy.
Percy's just vibing like, bro, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. We're good. This chick's nice. Not noticing his ass fucking timing out.
I was
Fucking
gonna go on an
logging out of the
adventure.
server.
I was gonna go on an adventure, but then I got high. Kind of shit.
Percy, of course, like a dumbass, you're in the middle of a quest, accepts the offer of the food and everything. Annabeth and Grover are like, we probably shouldn't do that. And he's like, bro, my quest.
He did pull rank.
He did.
This is my quest. I think we're going to go this way. I'm the DM, guys, okay? Critical Role, boys.
Oh my god.
They start eating and feeling weird, and Grover realizes that the statue literally is his uncle. He's like, this looks way too close.
This is fucking Uncle
That is
Ferdinand.
my uncle. And Annabeth warns Percy and Grover to look away from the woman as she's basically taking off her head covering, telling them, smile, and Percy's like, yo, what up, peace sign. How you doing, girl?
Sheesh.
Annabeth is like, shit, look away now. Percy figures out, oh shit, I hear snakes. This bitch is Medusa.
This bitch is Medusa, anti-Medusa.
And so he's like, nope, looking away. And then she basically tackles Percy.
Yeah.
And it's like, fucking look, you won't. Look, bitch. And what, you got something to say?
In the movie, this part was the least entertaining in my.
In the
in my-
movie, that's so much different. It's just Kill Bill with snakes.
Yeah.
Quite, and then I don't know, it's not as entertaining as he writes it to be, which sucks.
I'm really disappointed with the whole Medusa thing from the movie now that I've like gotten that scene from the books because it's so different.
Yeah.
Like Uma Thurman really just shows up with shades on
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
just chases him T-800 style.
Yeah.
And it's just like, this is so the vibe is like
It's
completely different.
And then
Yeah.
they get the head, and then they like kind of hold on to it, and then they leave it on a desk in the movie, at least in the hotel room, and then they're like, ah, and then now they have to get rid of it. Like, that's so boring.
They used one of those little globes.
Yeah, there's like a little reflective globe
reflecting
thing.
globe. thing.
yeah.
And they use that in the same way that my boy Perseus,
Who
not
Perseus-
the same Perseus.
Who Percy is named after.
Yes,
namesake.
different Perseus, but my boy Perseus used the reflection to go backwards on this bitch Mater style and cut her head off.
Yeah.
My boy Mater's the original Perseus.
Oh my
It's
god.
just not as entertaining, and you
It's
don't
not.
get as much dialogue. You don't get as much. Not
Like I said,
story,
she
but,
really
like,
just chased him down like she was a Terminator. This is like a whole build.
Yeah.
Because, like, even in the
Books are better than movies.
Okay, but there are examples where you understand it's a film, they have to sacrifice some things.
Yeah.
Harry Potter's a great example. Those films are spectacular. On their own, you could be entertained with that universe by itself.
creature
I
deserved
never
better.
had to read the books. Those movies gave enough representation of that series that I could live with that.
Yeah.
I guess.
The books amplify it, and I enjoy the books, but you could watch those movies, and that's it.
Yeah.
I was
Percy
telling-
Jackson is not the same fucking
No, it's
story.
not.
I
No,
was
it's
just
not.
telling a family friend about that. I was saying to him, because he's just getting into the books,
Mm-hmm.
I was telling him that how I see the movies, the Harry Potter movies, is a different, like, multiverse almost. In the way of you can watch the movies and be entertained and, you know, go on with that for the rest of your life. Or you can read the books, and yes, it's the same basic story, but, like, you get so much more that you have to think of it as a different breach out of different universe
Okay.
almost.
Let me explain to you movie versus book. Aragon.
Oh.
The Aragon books.
I was so fucking into Aragon too.
Aragon books were good. I was not too impressed with the last one. We may do that book club. I don't know. We'll have to talk about that later. But something happened in the
Those are
books
big books.
that led to everything that happened in the second and third book.
That
Yeah.
movie.
That did not happen in the first movie.
No.
So you cannot make the second movie.
That movie. This is coming from strictly a guy that didn't read the books. I fucking loved that movie.
You would love the book.
It
then.
was so
You loved
badass.
it.
The book
I
was-
fucking love dragons, dude.
The book was
this-
so
dragons
much better.
are so cool.
The
I'm
book was
gonna-
so much better.
Dragons are underutilized in modern day fiction.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm going to bring up something that's not necessarily a book, but a TV show. Avatar: The Last Airbender. Movie to the TV show. Different.
Way,
Way
Oh
different.
my god.
Yeah.
Almost like a completely different
It
story
was.
They
movie. And that pissed me off because
they tried to do more than one book in that movie.
You could no. They did just the first
Yeah,
book.
but they
Water.
threw
The
in
first
shit
one?
from
But
the
the problem-
second book in there as well.
No,
Yeah, they
but
did.
but the problem is the fact that you went from what was it 20 something episodes trying to make it in 2 hours. You couldn't do it. But it's just they're talking about making this book
Yeah.
Percy Jackson into a series,
And that
Oh my
and-
god.
and
the-
it would be a one book is one season.
Okay.
the one thing I have to say about The Last Airbender, that's one of the few cases where I actually agree they whitewashed the hell out of that movie.
Yeah.
They did.
Because Kitara and Sokka,
Mm-hmm.
were literally like Inuit people.
Yeah,
like,
they should have been.
Eskimo.
They should have been
Eskimos?
Eskimo
Yeah.
Inuits.
and they were white people, and I was like, that's not right.
So I had never seen the show before, last year?
Last year.
But I had gone and seen the movie when it came out with my grandmother. And I walked out of that movie confused as hell.
Oh, yeah.
Because it wasn't, in my opinion, the movie wasn't a continuous story. Like, it wasn't a boom, 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 boom.
It
was
couldn't
like
be.
here.
They were trying
But
to
then
touch
there's
too
so
much.
much here, but then we're going to forget about that and go over
The
here.
ones that
that-
should have been white in that movie should have been Aang and the
this is
Airbender.
such a tangent, but I
Yes.
really have to say this. I really think Avatar The Last Airbender was the most diverse anime style thing I've seen.
Yeah.
Because
In a
I
long
would
time,
say
yeah.
there were Chinese people, there were Japanese people,
Inuits.
there were Inuit people,
And white people.
there were black people, there were all kinds of different people throughout this story that are so little represented in media. Like, when you see Asian people, it's usually like one thing and they group them all together.
Yes.
But there are many type of Asian people
Well, that's why
that
people
are different cultures.
That's why people got so mad when the Scarlett Johansson fucking movie came out. I can't think of the name. You know which one I'm talking
Yeah, I
about?
know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Ghost in the Shell.
Ghost in
Yeah,
the Shell.
because that character was straight up Japanese.
Yes.
Yeah.
She was straight up
Yes,
Japanese.
but there's also the problem of the fact that most anime characters are white.
yes.
Yes.
They
And-
make most of the
And
anime
if
characters
they're
white
made white, then they should be white. But there are some that are stated
to
as
be.
being Japanese,
Yes.
and that character is stated as being
Yes.
Japanese. It's
just
hard
think-
to tell visually with a drawing what race someone is sometimes, because skin color wise,
They're
there are
white.
certain ones that are more white but are stated as being Japanese, so that means they're Japanese.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. I think Vegeta
Should be Japanese.
should be Japanese.
Goku
but
should be
Goku
white.
is more drawn white.
Yeah.
Krillin, probably Chinese.
Yes.
Probably.
He's more monk-like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas the androids are white.
Yes.
They're basically
yes,
white
they are
people.
straight.
They're
up
straight
white.
white people.
I mean, 18's blonde hair, blue eyes.
But
She's
Goku,
Aryan.
Goku should be white, but Chi-Chi should be Japanese.
Japanese, Chinese, maybe.
But she
But
should
we
be
are on a
Oriental.
huge tangent.
I just think
Huge tangent.
this is me bringing it back though. In some mediums, movies are a great way to represent a universe. The Star Wars movies, one of the best ways to represent a universe besides the books. But in my opinion, for some things, it would have been better as a TV show. Percy Jackson's
I think
better
Star
as a TV
Wars
show.
is getting better. I do
love-
think that Star Wars at the beginning was
I
not
love
very
Star
diverse.
Wars, but Star
Yes.
Wars is a white. When
Well,
you
I don't
the
mean,
original
like,
When it
trilogy,
started,
the
it was
first
a
two.
very white universe. It was a different time.
Even the
but it is-
prequels
but-
were very white.
Yes, but they were starting the diversity. But
There
they
should
weren't-
have been
but
more
they weren't-
aliens.
They weren't. That's what they were trying to do, but at the time, they were mixed between CGI and practical effects. Clone Wars is a good example of what they tried to do with the
Yeah.
Oh my
prequels.
god, Clone
Because
Wars
it
is so
wasn't
good.
really about race diversity
No,
of like human races. It was race diversity of humans
and
and
aliens.
aliens.
Yes.
Because in that universe, a
That's
black
more
human
of a
and a white
diversity.
human,
Are still just human.
human.
They're
That's
just human.
it.
Yeah,
And you know what? That's how it should be.
that's how it should.
That's how it should be.
Hey, you know who has it right? Futurama. We're all Earthicans.
Earthicans, baby.
Earthicans.
We're all Earthicans.
Anyway,
But
I think
I-
we've gone 10 minutes.
I was just saying.
You're gonna keep
no,
bringing it back.
I'm just saying that in some mediums, books and TV shows are the better way of representing things, representing a story like
Yes.
this. I'm very excited for the Rick Riordan show that's coming out on Disney Plus. Joanne is never going to give us
I'm not.
something
Gonna,
that
I'm
we
not gonna
need.
get. I'm not gonna
No,
get too high.
HBO is talking about doing a Harry Potter show,
Yeah,
Fuck
and the
that.
Harry Potter part.
But
in the
it's
Harry
not-
Potter bar.
but it's not
is it
done
going
by
to be Cursed
JK.
Child?
No, it's going to be not done by JK.
But it's gonna be in the
HBO's
Harry
gonna do it.
Potter era that we already know and don't
I
care about
want
anymore.
James, Lily,
She
Sirius,
wants a
and
Marauders
Lupin.
book. She wants a Marauders book.
And Peter sometimes.
Moving on.
Anyway,
We have to. I'm sorry.
I don't think you are.
I
think
am.
we'll do,
sorry.
hey, we'll do another podcast.
We will
on the
do one
different mediums.
podcast that we're just gonna call Puffy's long ass rant. And
It's
we're
gonna
just
be
gonna.
too long.
What's gonna happen is we're gonna turn the microphone on. We're gonna say Joanne, and then we're not gonna talk. For
And
the
then,
rest of the
then
podcast.
20 minutes later, we're going to go Dumbledore.
No,
And then we're going to go
Hey.
Marauders.
no,
Yeah.
that's one we have to do with our number one fan.
Which we need to figure out how to do that with Discord, because you can do Discord on there.
We'll figure it out.
Anyway.
Anyway, holy shit, we're still on chapter 11, and we're 20 minutes in.
We may have to do a third part
we're
to this
go-
bitch.
We're gonna do 4, guarantee it.
This is a short book.
Guarantee it.
It's a short book.
Sorcerer was a
you know what?
short book.
And we did one podcast.
Hey, you know
No,
what?
we didn't. We
you
didn't.
know what?
We did one
Hey,
podcast.
we did one
Hey.
shit.
You know what? Who cares if it's 7 parts?
It doesn't matter.
People are entertained by our dumbass shit.
Yeah, and you know who's most entertained? Our number
We
one
are.
fan.
No,
and as
she-
long as our number
no.
one fan listens, I'm
I
okay.
guarantee she's rolling her eyes right now and just like, please get back to the Please get on
We
task.
love you.
She's literally gonna read the next one just to send us a journal to keep us on track.
Yeah, that's what she needs to do.
We love you.
Oh my gosh. So, beheaded Medusa.
Beheaded
Yes.
Medusa.
Her head still there. It's basically his prize, just like the Minotaur's horn was
Yes.
the prize in his last battle. Each kill like that, a big monument, is a prize that you keep from that kill or that fight.
Didn't
and
they bring
Medusa's
up
head is
Athena
that.
and stuff in there? Like
Me-
Percy was like,
Uh,
"This is your mom's fault."
They brought it up because that's
Annabeth also brought it up because
That's
it
what I
was
thought.
Medusa and Poseidon having sex.
we're not going
in
to get. Hey,
Athena's-
guys, we are not going to get into the lore of
The-
Greek mythology.
the
But no,
mythology.
that was stated in the book.
Yes, but I am literally trying to get to chapter 12. If you don't know what Medusa's backstory is, Google it. Anyway, head on the ground. She said, still don't look at it because that shit will still turn into
Yes.
stone.
Yes.
So they put that shit in a bag. He gets some coins, puts the coins in there, and sends that shit to Olympus.
Yeah. In a
Grover's like, you probably shouldn't do that. They're going to think you're a dick. And he's like, I am a dick. Bing! There it goes.
Yeah.
Well, he's like, they already don't like me, so
Who cares? Whatever, man. Chapter 12. Holy shit. 22 minutes in. Back in the woods, Percy, Annabeth, and Grover rest for the night while Percy learns that in order to earn his searcher's license, Grover must find Pan, the goddess of wild places. To the satyrs, Pan is the master who once protected the earth. Although legends say that he died, the satyrs refuse to believe that he is gone, and many dedicate their lives to finding him. Although none have survived the search, Grover says that despite the risk, he still desperately wants to search for Pan to restore the earth goodness.
And his dad did it. His granddad did
it's
it.
his birthday.
It is
Uncle
literally a
Ferdinand did it.
species right. It's not even just a family thing.
But not everybody gets to do it.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, as soon as a satyr's destined to do it, they're like, fuck yeah, let's go.
It's
And
their right as a satyr. To
he
do
knows
it,
that he's probably
hopefully.
going to die doing it.
But
But he still wants to
that's
do
his
it.
destiny.
That's what he wants to
Manifest destiny, baby. America.
do. What did Loki say? Grand purpose?
Do you want me to say it?
Yes.
I am Loki of Asgard. I am burdened with a glorious purpose.
Glorious purpose.
Literally, I've heard that since 2012, and they milk the shit out of glorious purpose.
Hey, the last episode of Loki comes out on Wednesday.
Damn.
It does.
It does.
It does.
Damn, now you gotta post this so it's before Wednesday.
You got to post it tomorrow.
Hey, fine. I post tomorrow. Number one fan, good luck in your tournament that you're doing right now.
Woo! we
Yeah!
love
She
you.
had day one of the tournament
I
today.
know she
Let's
did.
go.
Let's go.
On this part of the trip, Percy also discovers that Grover was the keeper for Annabeth 5 years ago when he failed, but she forgave him. Grover stops Percy from asking more questions about that quest and instead says how he and Annabeth think this quest is different because the monsters seem to be holding back from attacking them while they look for something. The next morning, Percy meets, how do you say that? Gladiola, I guess?
Gladiola?
A missing pink poodle. They collect enough money to buy train tickets by returning Gladiola to its owner.
A dog that ran away, but because Grover said we need something, was like, okay, I'll go back for you.
Satyrs can talk to animals.
Also needing that money.
Also need that money.
We ain't gonna get to Cali on nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people be like, what the fuck is this gold shit?
All this time,
We don't take this shit.
Smelly Gabe is talking shit.
Literally just like, hey, by the way, I'm pretty sure Percy did it.
He's going on the news and saying Percy killed the mom,
Mm-hmm.
blew up the bus, and is trying to get away.
All because of his damn Camaro.
All because of that Camaro.
The whole time, he's basically a wanted fugitive.
Yeah.
For the rest of this story.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's blamed for the disappearance of his mother and for the flaming bus accident. Technically, the flaming bus is his fault.
It was his fault.
So,
Technically, his mom shouldn't have fucked beside him.
Technically, Mom should have jumped to the left when she jumped to the right when Minotaur grabbed her.
I think
technically, they should have just kept running.
I think she didn't learn anything from the time warp. But anyway.
She jumped right when she should have jumped left.
While Percy takes a nap, he dreams of a dreary, scary pit and tries to barter to save his mother's life. Later, Annabeth reveals that she ran away to Camp Half-Blood when she was 7 after learning that her father never wanted her and resented her after he remarried. Fuck Annabeth's dad.
Fuck Annabeth's family.
Fuck Annabeth's family.
Her stepmom is a bitch.
Literally one of the worst.
Yeah.
Literally.
Said she didn't
Why
want
is
her
that gotta be a
kids.
thing?
Said she didn't want her kids around her.
What a bitch.
Seriously. The three explore the top of the Gateway Arch during a layover in St. Louis. Percy waits at the top of the arch with the other tourists while Annabeth and Grover take the remaining seats on the elevator back down. A fat woman and a chihuahua confront Percy and reveal that they are monsters trying to hurt him.
Echidna and the Chimera.
Ooh, look at you go.
She did not like the fact that he was like, yo, isn't an echidna a fucking animal? And she's like, no, bitch, it's the bad guy from Sonic 3. His name is Knuckles. But no, she hates the fact that they named that
After her.
her. So it's like, this is a little fucking rodent. I'm a badass.
Yeah.
So the Chihuahua, being a chimera, fire-breathing lion serpent thing.
Yeah.
Crazy shit. I
Literally.
love the designs of chimeras.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The chimera attacks Percy by plunging its serpent fangs into Percy's leg and damaging the arch with a ball of fire. Percy feels defeated after he loses Riptide trying to defend himself and the other tourists. What the fuck?
Percy gives up.
What the fuck?
Supposed to come back to his pocket.
What the fuck? You just stated that just to unstate it.
It wasn't lost yet. It was falling.
You can't
That's
see
some
the look
bullshit.
he's giving.
If I can't find it, it's lost.
It wasn't lost. It was falling.
And if I can't see the shit, I cannot retrieve it. Therefore, lost.
No.
Lost is unretrievable.
No. No, because he could have retrieved it. And he did retrieve it.
I'll beat your ass. Echidna taunts him, saying if he truly believed he were the son of Poseidon, then he would jump into the water to save himself. Percy's like,
Deuces.
bet?
Bet.
And just fucking Michael Phelps it. Just jump.
He does
Michael
not-
Phelps is not a diver.
Technically, he dives into the water.
But he's not a high diver.
He does
Okay,
not
I don't know a
hesitate.
high
He,
diver's name.
what was that guy's name?
Come on.
The one that hit his head.
Oh.
The one that hit his head.
Yeah,
he don't
hit
even remember.
He
his
was
name.
in the Olympics and hit his head on the diving
He
board.
don't remember his name. Either.
I can't remember his name.
I don't remember his name. Keep going.
Let's just call him Dikembe Mutombo and move on. Because that sounds like a name that you'd come up with from Fallen.
Go ahead.
Chapter 14. Let's get it,
Oh my
boys.
god, look at us.
Right? That's what happens when you stay focused.
You know what?
BAM!
You know what?
As Percy enters the water, he realizes he wasn't hurt by the impact of the water or Chimera's bite, but rather feels dry and can breathe underwater.
Wow, it's like your father's Poseidon.
It's almost like you're basically Aquaman guy.
Greg Louganis. He's a U.S. diver.
Lucanus. Crip is a child.
As he looks around, he sees Riptide a few feet in front of him. A female spirit tells him that his father believes in him. He should go to Santa Monica before going to the underworld, and to not trust gifts. Before she departs, the spirit reassures Percy that his mother's fate is not hopeless. As the spirit disappears, Percy grabs Riptide and swims off to find Annabeth and Grover.
Yeah, see, it wasn't lost.
Have y'all ever wondered what it sounds like on a podcast when you strangle a bitch? We can find out real fast.
You're about to find out.
We can find out real fast. That's not what it sounds like to strangle somebody. That's what it sounds like to step on a dog.
It sounds like when you're choking on dick. Why do you make that sound
Got
so
him.
good?
Got him.
Whose dick you be choking on?
We were watching Ninja Turtles earlier.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, I gotta say it. I laughed way too hard at a joke. They were making fun of Casey. They said, oh, you're claustrophobic? And he goes, hey, I ain't even looked at a guy before. And I was like, that's not what claustrophobic means, Casey. That's not what You heard phobic and jumped. Someone's not secure with their sexuality.
Glaucoma.
Glaucoma was hilarious. Did you show him glaucoma?
I did not.
You better find it.
Come on, let's keep going.
Several news stations and police officers surround the area below the arch as they try to figure out what happened to it. Eyewitnesses tell them they saw a boy jump into the water as ambulance technicians attend to the civilians on the roof. Percy finds his friends and tells them everything that happened. While they make plans to go to Santa Monica, they hear news reporters making the connection between the boy who jumped and the fugitive they have been reporting on. The three quickly dash toward the train station before anyone recognizes Percy and head to Denver. Chapter 15.
Chapter 15.
Burger
Chapter
King.
15.
Burger King foot lettuce, the last.
Babas Bing Boo Ballin'. Oh my god.
Why are we like this?
Ugh. Okay.
You give us a platform to do this, you the listeners.
Of course. I have a burp, like, just sitting.
Gross.
There it is. It's a little bitty baby burp, but it was hurting.
I'm sorry.
In Denver, Percy, Annabeth, and Grover contact Chiron through Iris messaging,
Yes.
the rainbow goddess who carries messages for the gods. Luke answers and is updated on all that has happened so far. Percy and Luke discuss the possibility of Hades stealing the Master Bolt during the winter solstice by using his Helm of Darkness. While eating at a diner, Ares, Clarice's dad, and the god of war. That's all one thing. Joins the group and asks Percy to retrieve his shield, which he lost in the Tunnel of Love while at a water park with his girlfriend. I wonder who the fuck that is. In turn, Ares will disclose information about Percy's mother and help the three continue west.
Well, yes and no.
You played yourself.
You played yourself.
After initial reluctance, Percy and his friends head to the water park. Percy discovers that Ares was dating Aphrodite, the goddess of love, despite Aphrodite's marriage to
And
the
his sister?
Hephaestus. They're gods,
Greek.
dog. True, they're Greek. Take that, Greeks.
You've been dadded.
What if I said gyro? Does that make you mad? Gyro.
Just read. Jesus.
Feta cheese.
Fido.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I'm a feed of you.
Tzatziki sauce.
Tzatziki.
Tzatziki sauce.
You're cut off.
I'm not drunk. I'm far from it.
Hephaestus is aware of his wife's affair and always tries to embarrass her and Ares. While Grover stands guard, Percy and Annabeth are caught in a trap that was set by Hephaestus to catch his wife and Ares together. A camera emerges and spotlights shine down on Percy and Annabeth. A loudspeaker voice announces the beginning of a countdown until the broadcast goes live to Mount Olympus. Annabeth is concerned about looking like a fool before the gods until thousands of metal spiders emerge and begin to swarm toward them. Gross.
Imagine you're sitting on Mount Olympus, right? You're conversating.
Barbecue sauce on your titties.
Yes.
Why
And
barbecue sauce on the titties?
it's a vine.
Have you never seen that vine?
No.
Well, I'm showing you that vine later. But you're sitting there, right? Broadcast. Fucking precise.
5, 4, 3, and spiders just start fucking swarming like you're in the Mummy.
And it's fucking Percy and Annabeth and Poseidon and Athena look at each other like, oh.
Annabeth is paralyzed with terror, so is Maya, so it's fine. Percy moves her back to the boat.
I ain't done shit to you.
Percy moves her back to the boat and uses his connection with water to move the boat along and fight off the spiders before the boat crashes. The two of them jump and Grover grabs them by flying with his shoes and carries them to safety before dropping them along the way. They survive the fall and Percy vows to confront Ares on this assignment. Chapter 16. We're getting it, boys. We're getting it.
35 minutes.
We're doing a third podcast.
Maybe. I'm going pretty fast. I'm doing pretty good, I think.
We've done 5 chapters in 30 minutes.
So, welcome to Jack and Geek. At the diner, Percy and his friends return the shield they recovered to Ares. He takes his shield and gives Percy a backpack with food and directs them to the truck that will take them to Los Angeles. Before leaving, Ares tells Percy that his mother's not actually dead. Oh my god, she's not dead? Plot device? But rather a hostage in metamorphosis. Percy, Annabeth, and Grover join some caged animals on the truck headed to Los Angeles with a stop in Las Vegas. While on the road, Percy learns that Grover was the keeper for Talia, Zeus's daughter, who died.
And was turned into a tree.
We learned that earlier, I believe. The two half-bloods she was protecting at the time were Annabeth and Luke. Annabeth shares how she tried to reconcile with her family a couple of years ago, only to return to Camp Half-Blood. So sad. I hate the shit that Annabeth has to go through. It makes me really care, even though she's basically Hermione and kind of a bitch. I feel bad. At least her parents aren't just regular ass dentists.
She gets better.
She turns into a lot better character than Hermione ever did. She becomes a
damn Joanne.
Annabeth becomes a likable character.
Awesome. I can't wait. Percy dreams about the pit again. He hears a mysterious voice and sees his mother reaching out to him, but wakes up to the truckers checking on the animals. After witnessing the abuse of some of the animals, Percy releases them into Vegas while he and his friends leave the truck. I thought that scene was kind of cool, with the knocking and shit.
You missed one thing. One important thing. The zebra talks to Percy.
I don't know if I was about to say that, but yes. The zebra does talk to Percy. Technically, the zebra's a horse.
A horse, and because Poseidon made horses, Percy can talk to horses.
Which is...
Seems like a loop around to get Percy to talk to animals, but okay.
No, but it's so weird that he made horses.
Did you read? It said in the book why he made horses.
Yeah, but I just Greek
to help
mythology
Athena,
is so weird.
who made the chariot.
Yeah, but Greek mythology is just weird sometimes.
But he made horses,
He did.
so Percy can talk to horses,
Including zebras.
including zebras.
Including zonkies.
Yes,
Or dronkies.
yes.
Dronkies are pretty cool.
Yes.
Just gonna throw that out there. Shrek 2, I'm looking at you.
I understand. Here's the thing. Will he be able to talk to a Debra?
Probably. Maybe. What is a deer?
A Debra,
Yeah,
no,
but
but
what
what's
is
a
a deer?
deer?
not a horse.
It's its own thing.
Yeah. It's like an antelope.
Is an antelope a deer?
Yeah, they're kinds of.
Or is it a goat?
No.
No, why would it
Antelope
be a
is a
goat?
type of deer.
What's a goat?
A type of deer.
A goat. A goat is a goat.
Now we're gonna get real weird.
But no, a Debra. It was brought up by Kevin Hart in his
It's a
stand-up.
deer on the front, and that's where the brain is. Therefore, it's not a zebra.
Damn, that's all.
Yeah.
Like he could understand it a little bit.
No, not at
No,
all.
I don't
think so.
Because, like I said, like me and Sean had talked about earlier, the brain named itself the brain.
Yes.
We are a brain encased in a bone mech
Yeah.
that has meat armor.
Yes.
Yeah.
The
Yes.
human consciousness is in the brain.
Yes.
Yes.
Therefore, the animal consciousness is in the brain.
Yeah.
That's a pretty accurate conclusion.
Yes.
Okay. So the thing that would communicate would be where the brain is. Therefore, the deer. So he cannot communicate with the deer brain.
Nah. That sucks.
I know.
Okay. So they leave the truck.
Yes.
And they enter the Lotus Hotel and Casino. And are given a room key right away. Super sus!
Yes.
Why is nobody questioning that immediately?
Because it's the Lotus, my love.
They haven't
Hey,
delved
hey,
into...
Maybe they went in there and they were like, motherfucker, we know you on the damn news. We giving you free room and board.
Why would you give a child... murderer?
A child space murderer.
Murderer?
A child who is accused of murder.
A child that people are looking for to put in jail.
Yes.
That you could get a reward for.
Maybe they're anti-police.
A child. No.
Don't.
What's worse? What's worse than?
Yeah, what is it?
What is it? Rape?
Don't say the word.
Yes.
Don't say the word.
Yes.
That's a no word.
That's why I said a child. No.
God. Okay. Once in the room, because they take the fucking key.
Of course.
That's stupid.
They don't think.
They shower, eat, relax, and play video games until Percy realizes something's weird.
Because he's talking to this guy.
Talking to the dude,
Okay.
and the guy's like, "Yeah, this is pretty cool, right? It's like 1970, right?" And it's like,
No.
19 the fuck what?
We in the 2000s, dude.
Well, technically, it says modern day. It doesn't say when the story
It's
takes
the
It's
2000s.
Yes, it's written that way, or it's written at that time. But I think he wrote it in such a way that it could be at any modern day.
No, it's 2000.
Because he doesn't say 2000.
No, it's the 2000.
It's as you get into it, it's the 2000s.
It's the 2000s.
People appear to be in a daze. Once he starts to look around, he's like, okay, people really like being here a little too much.
Another thing that was kind of okay in the movie is this part.
It's literally just them spinning and
Yes.
fucking
And Lady Gaga.
blasting.
But in the movie, they're eating
Yeah,
the
they're
lotuses.
eating.
Where in this one, they're not doing that. It's just
It's just the
they're in
environment.
the daze.
Yeah.
My favorite part of this
Mhm.
is Grover. The game he's playing
Oh God.
is
here it
hunt
goes.
humans.
That's so fucked up. That's so fucked up. I thought satyrs were supposed to be peaceful.
He was like, "You're destroying the earth."
Die, bitch, die! And they specifically said rednecks. Do they not? Do Northerners not know that some other Northerners also hunt animals?
I know.
They think rednecks are like the sole people keeping the deer population down, I guess.
Yippee-ki-yak, mother bucket.
Do they not know that most farms are more in the Midwest than they are in the South?
No.
They are not very knowledgeable about the South.
No, they are not.
No, they are not.
They think we're all just fucking either like John Wayne or fucking
Coming from
Jeff Foxworthy.
Jeff Foxworthy or even worse, Larry the Cable Guy.
I knew you were gonna bring up
I
Larry
like
the Cable
Larry the
Guy.
Cable Guy.
But people think of Larry the Cable Guy, Jeff Foxworthy, or John Wayne. That's the only three Southerners you can have.
This is coming from two people that have grown up in the South and one person that has been here for 2 years.
And you can tell
Yes.
there's a lot of modern day shit. We're not wearing cowboy hats all over the place.
No.
Yeah.
Although I do want a cowboy
I know
hat.
you want a cowboy hat.
I got a cowboy hat when I graduated high school.
That's awesome.
When you graduate high school, you'll get a cowboy hat.
Promise?
And I said, promise. Yes, Bubby.
Fuck yeah, dude.
So when you get your
I'm about to
GED,
graduate the shit out of high school.
so when you get a GED,
I want to be able to go to a store and pick out my own cowboy hat. I don't want y'all to get me some stupid ass cowboy hat.
You know what
And
the
I
red
want to
one?
go to a hat store.
they
Okay.
have. You want to go to a place that sells cowboy boots because that's where you're going to get a real cowboy hat.
So there's a cowboy store.
Boot Barn or someplace like that. There's one. The hat I got it from a store in Goodlettsville that sells cowboy boots.
Isn't there one by the German roasted nuts place?
Those poor Germans.
I said it so you can do that.
Those poor Germans.
Let's try to get through 2 more chapters.
What time? How much we got?
We got about 45 minutes as of right now.
Okay, let's keep going.
Chapter 17. While on the taxi to Santa Monica.
By the way, how they did
Fuck.
that?
You got me all fucked up.
They had.
Yeah.
They still had their credit cards.
They did. They
from
had
the Lotus Hotel.
They had their. You had me fucked up. I skipped a whole part. They got out.
Yeah, they got out.
He was like, "Yo, we gotta go," and they realized, "Oh shit, he right." But they still had the card from the hotel.
The credit cards.
That literally has
unlimited money.
Infinite money.
And when they got the taxi and the guy ran the credit card, it showed an infinity. It showed an infinity sign.
And he's like, "We can go
wherever you want to go.
You want to go? I will drive everywhere." But they get in that taxi and they go to Santa Monica. Percy tries to explain his dreams of the pit, but Annabeth reassures him that Hades has the Master Bolt and there's nothing else to fear. Because he's starting to think, maybe this shit ain't Hades. Those voices in his dreams ain't lining up too well.
No.
I know.
Did we ever talk about what Ares gave him?
The backpack.
Okay. And that he was.
I don't think we
and
said
that
it,
he
but
was,
I
that
know.
he,
I did.
And that he threw away the backpack when he was in the Lotus Hotel. But somehow when he went back outside the Lotus Hotel, he had the backpack again.
Because it's a backpack full of supplies that he totally needs.
Yeah. But it's just the fact. It's just the fact that he realized after he left the hotel, oh shit, I thought I threw this backpack away.
It's an important backpack.
That's what the Lotus does to you.
No, but that's the thing. It was all make believe.
Yeah,
he never threw it away.
They were probably just standing there.
Yeah, they were probably just standing there the whole time.
I have a question for you, but we'll get into that after the podcast.
Okay.
Because we've read the books.
Okay.
At the beach, Percy submerges into the water and is greeted by Nereid, the spirit of the sea. Nereid gives Percy 3 pearls and tells him to trust his heart on when to use them. She reminds him that if something belongs to the sea, it will eventually return. Percy meets with Annabeth and Grover on land, and they search for the entrance to the underworld.
This was really cool. I love this whole part.
Tell me about it.
We haven't gotten into that part of the chapter yet, though.
Down an alley, a group of boys start a fight, so the 3 flee into a waterbed store.
A fucking waterbed store.
That's not what was cool to me.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about this part, because I actually thought this part was kind of crazy.
It's crazy, but I'm talking about with the dog.
They are welcomed by a sales clerk who calls himself Krusty. Leave.
This whole book is just
Jesus.
leave.
Why are they so white? Stop trusting everybody. He prompts them to lie down and relax. When Annabeth and Grover take him up on it, ropes suddenly trap them to the beds. Krusty reveals himself to be Procrustes, the stretcher, and he attempts to attack Percy. However, Percy distracts Krusty by pretending he's interested in the bed. He's like, "Hey, these beds are kind of fucking lit, dude. Tell me more about your beds." And he's like, "Shit, nobody asks about the beds."
Nobody.
Okay, well, this is the newest model and all that shit, the whole salesman shtick. And he's like, "Well, why don't you show me how this bed works?" And he explains that sometimes people are too long, so they have to be minimized.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're too short and they have to be pulled till they're long enough. Because they have to be perfect.
Yeah.
But he's not going to change the bed. That's too much work.
No, why would you change
It's
the
easier
bed?
to change the person
Yeah.
than they fit the bed.
So right now, Grover and Annabeth are being stretched.
They're too short.
Damn, imagine.
So he's like,
Imagine being short.
Imagine being short.
So Percy's like, "I don't really get it. Could you show me how this works?" And Krusty's like, "Sure, dude, whatever." And it basically gives him the opportunity, because the bed traps Krusty because it doesn't really have like a master control key.
Yeah, no.
Which it really should. If you're going to have
Yeah.
a trap bed, have a master control key. Come on, 007 bad guys. Have backups. Well, the ropes wrap around him, and Percy, of course, uses Riptide. Fucking minimizes him,
Yeah.
I guess. Percy frees Annabeth and Grover from being stretched. Percy sees a flyer on a bulletin board for the DOA recording studio, showing the exact address for the underworld entrance.
Here's the problem I have. Water beds. Percy controls water. Why the fuck didn't you use the water?
Because it was cooler to stab the bitch.
Because Rick didn't want him to rely on his water powers.
He has
What if
water
he's
powers.
All he had to do was make him not Poseidon's kid in the book.
Yeah.
There's too many scenarios where it's like, just use water, dog.
Just use water.
I've seen waterbenders pull blood.
Yeah.
I know he can do it.
Yeah.
I know he can do it. You haven't stated that he can't.
We've seen it happen
If
in...
she can do it, you can do it.
We've seen it happen in Justice League, the Snyder Cut.
You mean the thing that we were supposed to talk about but didn't talk about?
Oh, shit.
Did you know that Margot Robbie didn't know that Harley Quinn got fucking KYS'd?
Really?
She just found out.
Oh, poor baby.
Margot Robbie just found out that Harley Quinn died in the Nightmare.
Oh, poor baby.
And I saw a bunch of articles. Margot Robbie didn't know Harley Quinn's dead because of Zack Snyder, and I was like, well, I mean, that's like years later in the timeline, and they're trying to prevent that timeline.
Yeah.
So technically, she's still alive.
Speaking of Margot Robbie and Harley Quinn, she just said she's going to take a break from Harley Quinn. Said it's very exhausting to be Harley Quinn.
I'm sure.
Fuck.
Shit.
It's exhausting being in movies that are that action-packed.
But she said being Harley Quinn is exhausting, so she said that she's going to take a break from being Harley.
As much as I shit on the Fast movies, it's got to be exhausting doing all that shit all the time,
Family.
every other year. Family. That's the only payoff, is you get to grill and talk about family.
Yeah.
But all that car racing and the fight scenes and shit, you know you're tired as fuck.
Yeah.
Doing that every other year?
I am excited to see Margot in the new Suicide Squad movie, though.
Oh, yes.
Comes out
for
next
sure.
month.
Next month.
Yeah.
Shit, I'm so far behind
And
on
Peacemaker, the show Peacemaker's already wrapped filming.
Did you see the shit that happened because of the Peacemaker show?
What?
They were talking about timeline stuff for Marvel, and it was talking about the old stuff versus the new stuff, and he stepped in and said, well, technically WandaVision is the first MCU show, because they were talking about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.,
Yeah.
whether or not it's canon.
Yeah.
And he said, well, WandaVision is the first MCU show, not Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.,
Yeah.
just like Peacemaker is the first DCEU show. And people were like, motherfucker. Because, like, they wanted to include the CW stuff, because technically
It's not in the DCEU.
technically it is, though.
It's in the DCEU multiverse.
Ezra showed up.
It's in the multiverse. But this is the first
This
one
is
that's
directly.
directly in
But
the
he was
DCEU.
making that distinction where
Wasn't Peggy Carter a show, though?
Yes, but it's not canon.
they uncanon it.
When did they
canonize all of it.
uncanonize it?
The same time they did the same shit to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Anytime something isn't successful for Disney, they're like, what was that?
What? What?
The fuck was that? Did y'all hear that?
It's the same thing with my boy Dictor.
Dictor Van Doomcock. I love you, boy.
Okay, guys, this is gonna be a different episode about what Marvel canonizes and doesn't canonize.
No, just what's canonized, what that means to shows.
Agents
and
of S.H.I.E.L.D.
movies.
literally just ended, and it hasn't been canon for 6 years.
That's another podcast, and if you want to see that, let us know at Jack_and_Geek pod.
But that
on
would
Instagram.
require me watching the rest of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Please don't make me do that.
No.
Please
We
don't
gotta
make me
watch
do
the
that.
rest of Flash, Supergirl, and Arrow.
That I
Do that.
want to do. I don't want to watch Agents of
Because
S.H.I.E.L.D.
Flash,
Did you see Bart?
did you see that XS came back?
I did.
Yeah,
I was
XS is
just-
supposed to come back.
She came back.
Okay,
Bart looks nice.
Bart does look nice.
I love him. He is such a good actor. Okay. Go. Just go. Just go.
The hand motions. You were literally doing all kinds
Because I
of
can get on
sign
Jordan
language.
Knight. Just go. Just go.
His name's Jordan Knight.
No, it's not. Yes, it is.
I was fixing to say, because I'm pretty sure
That's
that's
New Kids
another
on the
That's
Block.
New Kids on the Block. Where did that come from?
Anyway, one more chapter, and then we're going to end this B. Chapter 18. Annabeth, Percy, and Grover arrive at the recording studio and meet a security guard named Karen, who asks them to pay for their entrance. Percy gives him some drachmas he stole from Krusty's office before they left.
Fisher.
Karen is
I
not
got
happy.
Jordan.
It is Jordan.
I know. I said I got Jordan.
Karen is not happy with the amount and will not allow them to enter. After Karen recognizes Percy as a godling, Percy hands him a bag full of drachmas and says that he will put in a good word with Hades about giving Karen a proper raise.
And it's funny because he gets pissed off
They call
because
him
they
Chiron.
call him Chiron first. And he's like, I hate that people always
Stop
put that name in my name
every
together.
damn time. Karen agrees and the group departs towards one of the 3 entrances with the metal detectors and security cameras. Before passing through the security line, the 3 are stopped by Cerberus, a 3-headed security Rottweiler.
Adorable.
Adorable.
Rottweilers are cute as shit.
Yeah.
This whole scene with her and the little red ball and her tossing it, and he's like, oh fuck, oh fuck, hut.
Squirrel!
Literally adorable.
Percy tries to distract him with a bedpost he took from Krusty, but Cerberus is not interested in the stick, he calls it.
No.
Annabeth pulls out a ball she took from the water park and commands Cerberus to sit. Percy and Grover are able to sneak past the dog while Annabeth distracts him. She tosses him the ball and catches up with Grover and Percy. They set off the metal detector with their magical items and run to escape the security guards.
Do you think he's a no take only throw kind of dog?
Probably.
He brings back the ball, but he broke it. And he's looking at Annabeth like, look, I broke my ball.
Another ball?
Yeah.
2 ball?
I need 3 balls because I got 3 heads.
I'm terrified of Cerberus.
Why?
Because that motherfucker could bite me, and then the other one could bite me also.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Play nice.
Play nice.
Bring him a ball.
Play nice.
Now you know, bring him a ball.
When you go down there, bring
Okay. You can do
When I go down, bring a ball.
you
Got
can
it.
do one of 2 things. Bring a ball.
Yeah.
Or play music. Because it could be the Harry Potter Fluffy.
It's not fluffy.
Not Fluffy.
It's not fluffy.
No.
Shouldn't have told you that. Should not have said that. Harry Potter
Me-
that should not have said that.
Me accidentally getting way too deep with the 5-year-old I'm babysitting. I should not have said that.
We love you, Hagrid.
You're cool, Hagrid. You're cool. You're one of the few people that are just a vibe. Then we can do one more?
No, let's finish it there.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll come back on a 3rd podcast.
We literally have 3 chapters left, so this next one is going to be it.
3 chapters, really?
We're on 19, so if it's 22,
I thought we were
3.
17.
We were. I did 18.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Well, then this next podcast will probably
This
be
next
short.
podcast is going to be the last one.
Yeah.
Promise.
Okay.
I hope you enjoyed the basically an hour of us ranting. If you would like to hear more, we have more podcasts, obviously.
Follow us on Instagram at Jack_and_Geek_pod. Follow us on Facebook at Jack and Geek. Or on the TikTok.
Oh shit, not the Tic Tac.
I can't remember what it is though. I think it's __ Jack and Geek
It's
__
_Jack and Geek _
that.
We also have a Patreon.
We also have a Patreon, Patreon/Jack and Geek podcast. She posts on Instagram pretty much. I've been posting some things on the Facebook.
You guys are really good on the social media.
Hit us up on if you have any suggestions for podcasts or books you want us to read, or if you have your take on some of the things we're going to do, email us, Jack and Geek
Comment
podcast.
on whatever you can, and you know
And
what?
if you find us,
Go ahead.
And if you find us on our Facebook from this comment on comment on our most recent post, I believe it's about book club, about how you found us, what you're doing, and how's life. What do you like? What kind of geek
And
stuff do you like?
share with a person.
Share it with somebody.
Share it with your best friend. Share it with your husband.
And you know what? We're gonna have some videos posted soon on the YouTube.
Yes, let us know what kind of
What's
videos
the
you want.
YouTube?
Okay,
Tribunal Entertainment is the YouTube
Tribunal
channel.
Entertainment.
We're gonna have gameplay behind.
Here's the thing, we have 2 different ways of doing the videos.
Yes.
We would like what you want us to do. Our first that we did was a picture and then our podcast playing behind it. The second one was us playing a game with our podcast behind it. Would you rather watch a video game and listen to our podcast, or just listen to our podcast on a picture? Let us know. Hit us up.
We're going to do a little bit of both for now.
But let us know what you prefer. Email us at jackandgeekpodcast@gmail.com. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you want us to do.
All right. That's deuces, boys. Peace.